It's almost pulling me up now.
What?
That's almost pulling me up.
Yeah.
Oh. So I gotta figure it out from there. But yeah, I hope I have it figured out by then, because if not, I can only do Texas and then move the Toronto Pro to December now.
Yeah. Well.
Which isn't bad. It's a lot. That's why I'm more guaranteed there'll be a show on Toronto in December, not September.
Yeah.
If.
Yeah, if.
Come on. Come on, there you go. So we've been doing every back workout, pull-ups, a mix of vertical and horizontal pulls. From the ground, horizontal, from seated, and then vertical obviously, but pull-ups are always in it. They're in like a second exercise, so it makes everything that much harder. Sometimes we're actually in the work, we're exhausted. I've been doing like push-pull legs. I've been doing push-pull legs for forever now. And I'm just adjusting it to fit training now as I'm back in the prep, so.
You are now listening to 100 Bullets.
weeks out. 10 weeks we propose possibly Tampa if we don't have the quarantine when we get back. We do, and it's just 11 weeks from Texas. So if there's no quarantining, there's Tampa and Texas. If there's quarantine, there's Texas, and then waiting for the next show. The next show. So. Little joysticks. Who's first? This guy knows been on a leg.
You can, yeah, you can hook like a tube on here. We got tubes.
Long time friend. I started bodybuilding the same year.
2012.
2012, we started bodybuilding the same year, and
You got third, I got fourth.
Yeah.
In that men's class.
yeah, it goes Greg, Troy, me, you,
me.
and then the year after that,
me
I
and
got
you.
first, and he got second, and won provincials.
And beat Prince. Beat Prince.
Yeah, so you know what Prince is. Yeah. One of the things I was talking about before is like just have some balance. You have a good place to go to.
Restrictions are open, by the way.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun in the SEADOO and dominate.
Hit the off button there before you get too close. Get a good look.
It's 2:30 right now?
238. But like I'm a 238 not trained. Like if I was in prep, like 6 weeks out of 238, I'd have probably 6 more pounds of muscle. But I'm okay with it, man. Yeah, I hope. Oh. Yeah, there used to be a volleyball court there back in the day. Back in the day, that's where we used to have our barbecues and stuff. But then we made this. Yeah. Just like one of my cousins has a trailer here, like those sparkle trailers. But it fell off. But yeah, the old 8-footer. And what's nice too, like now, like for like in the week and stuff, it's sweet to use. Like even just to go for like when the wharf's in, like the wharf's not in yet. Same with water skiing and stuff.
This is bomb. This is dope. And you gotta be moving, eh?
Yeah.
Damn it! That's been the biggest thing I haven't been able to do.
Yeah.
Is get out of here. Can't go to Ontario.
Yeah.
Like I already talked to Will Tennyson. He said he collaborated with me. I'm like, cool. Well, you're an hour and a half away, and I can't go. So if I do, I got to quarantine when I get home.
Yeah.
14 days. So as soon as I can do that, that's like a big advantage. Just competing itself again, being in that scene. The one time I did, and I pulled out, and then I forgot because you put in the insulin one, right?
because it's like really when it's hot, it goes up super quick.
Yeah.
So I forgot to let it cool
And then it
off
like
a bit.
jammed into the fucking...
No, I forgot to let it cool off a bit.
Oh, you put it in hot?
And I put it in my lap, and then I went like this, and then it kind of stuck, and then went
Oh,
like fast,
all in.
and it was hot, and I was like, I was
Oh
like,
my God.
And then Odd and Maggie got the trend off the same time. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I was sitting there on the
Well,
ground.
and there's like the alcohol in it too, right? It's like burning.
I was like,
hot,
what am I doing?
Why am
and
I
then
doing this? Like,
I'm
so
soaking
sweating.
sweat,
coughing.
and then I'm ready. Then I'm like, music on, Jim. And
Yeah. Some people, for them, it's like if I know you're getting your carbs from this food source and I know it works with you, I would rather you do that. Even though it doesn't mean, like, you know what I mean? It's like, no, let's just have you on rice because I don't want to.
Yeah.
But
It's easy. It's
but
easy to count.
but on the other side too, you know, that's also like there's some guys, they just don't care. Like if their coaches like eat rice, they're like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I mean, just training people too over the years, like actually getting to the point where we're starting out competing and then getting clients and then trying everything, you know, like this client. That's the thing too for me. It's been easier for me to apply everything to whoever I have. So like I'd have some clients who are like, dude, I want to eat, like I'll eat dirt. Like you tell me to eat dirt. They don't want anything fun. They're like, no, it doesn't work. I'd rather make a whole bunch of like rice or potatoes and like chicken and like just pack that.
So where do we have the papers this time? Do we have keep it in here?
No, but there's the last one. You can buy some.
What's going on?
I'm gonna put these in my own system, but either way, last time was 33.9, so.
The total was 33.9?
Yeah. And in the video said 3.8 is my step, so that's.
We can at least compare the percent. Was it like 14.6 or something?
Yeah.
I feel like it was like 15 point something and 14 point something.
It was.
Illinois. Because it kind of, that's what they're going to want to know. Did it go down? How much by? That's like the main comment, I would say. Did you actually lose weight in pounds this week? Like, did you see the scale drop?
230.
230.
Yeah. And my bite never gets super low.
No, I mean the same number both times. That's why I only tested twice.
Oh, what did you get?
3.5. I don't remember what it was. I feel like you had 3 point.
I never get 2.
I can get like 2.5 from it, totally sure, but like it becomes a thickness of the skin.
I wonder, here, do me a favor. Do this arm here and see how much different is on the other side.
Compare
That's what
right
I-
arm to left.
Yeah.
I can do that. Yeah.
I feel like my left arm
Well, that was 5.9. I'm positive it was way higher than that.
is right. I feel like my left arm is.
6.1. Like other people, it's like thick and it's hard to get a hold of.
Like,
It's just like, yeah, like if I grab my skin, it just like, you see, I can just pull it.
G shots just going right through.
It's like, yeah, literally. 30.7,
30.
and so I think you said you were
33
33.
point something.
So 13.2 is the percent.
Nice.
Then and that was, I mean, we don't have it 100%, but we're pretty sure it's like 14 and a half.
14 point.
So that's over like about 2.5 pounds of fat. So times 3,500 calories. So you're close to a 10,000 calorie deficit. It's a shit ton.
Easy.
So I bet what the viewer would see is, how in the world is this 13%? Because they would think, well, you have a full 6-pack, so it must be at 10%. But that's just how much weight people can lose. Like, they would not realize it. Like, you can be shredded and you can still lose 10 pounds. Like, there's fat everywhere if you just keep searching for it. And so right now you have to lose 18 pounds to make your weight class.
Yeah.
So just think, like, this is 18 pounds over a competitive weight for what it needs to be. So when you look at, I'm sure the average person looks and says, well, yeah, you can lose like 10 pounds, like they probably, but it's literally 18.
Yeah.
It's like shocking how much weight you can lose.
So I have like no choice but to get mind-blowing peeled, literally.
Yeah, mostly in the legs, less in the upper back, but it looks good for that 212.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even with the, well, just keep practicing both, and then when you're actually shredded game day, you can just pick the one, or you can end up doing both.
I agree. So, did you already film that one? Mock wrestling?
I did that one. It was such a long video, so I wrote comments
How long is the video?
For certain, there's 2 hours and 12
No, I
minutes.
saw theirs. I'm like,
I recorded for 46 minutes.
How do you do 2 hour freaking?
It just was like on and on and on, and it's just like, that's it. That was the video this morning. And then I edited for about 5 hours.
Is Sushi's apology up?
Sue's just, yeah, he just did a 1 minute thing, like, sorry man, I was a pussy. I should have called him out for stuff.
Really? The hypocrisy and the fact that he'll actually do an apology.
Well, they would have read the comments, because they said, Remington watched my videos and said, this guy knows his shit, and I'm going to start doing what he does. And he was a smart enough guy to recognize that I knew my shit. And he learned from me, and he promoted the same exact thing as me. So smart on him to do that.
Yeah.
But he didn't credit all the other guys that were doing stuff, but he credits me, so I wasn't that.
But you still have a level of like knowledge of nutrition. Like he doesn't have it.
No.
They're like, what?
People just think I'm shitting on Remington because he copied recipes, and it's like, it's not about that. He didn't copy any of mine, he gave me credit the whole time. It's other people.
The funny thing is like, and he's got a bar coming out and whatever else. I'm like, how does that help his bar that's not here?
Yeah, 6 months from now. Do you know what else I have coming out? Every freaking thing you can imagine is coming out. Doesn't mean that I can't do any of this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's cutthroat. YouTube's cutthroat, man.
I know.
No one's really your friend. My first bike, literally. Actually, I rode like once before this, a long time ago. And I took my buddy's R1 in first gear. That's about it. This has been like I've loved bikes my entire life. I've always wanted a bike, and I finally got a bike, and I'm so glad I have a bike. But I also do know how extremely dangerous these things are, so I'm not like one of those idiots who are like, had I got this bike when I was younger, when I wanted a bike, I would not be here right now. That's 100%. So, I have this bike now at my age, with my career, I'm a family, daughter, being extremely smart about this. Yeah, I love that, you know. What's up, biker? What's up, man? But like crazy power hit. I've been like, all I've been doing really is just driving up and down the street, around, just keeping my practicing, like, you know, turning and everything else. I'm serious about this. Like, I want to be, you know, there's so much technique. I'm a technique. I'm the same way I am in the gym when it comes to anything. I want to be technically sound on everything and anything that I do, so I can perform it the way it should. So I don't want to just have a bike just to be able to ride. I want to have a bike that I can ride. You know, I want to be like professional. Like, I'm not going to be one, but that's the kind of seriousness I take when it comes to this. Seeing that when you're in the car, the meat's on the inside. On the bike, meat's on the outside. So I was told. So anyway, I got a couple more consoles today, and then I'm going to have fun with this guy in practice and keep riding around. And next video I have, you'll see me zip around this bad boy. But until then, I'm going to keep it safe. Keep it calm. I'm not trying to be cool, guys. I've got an eagle. Eagle with this is death, right? So there's no eagle lifting, and there's no eagle driving either.